Did you know that in the lead up to modernist architecture, designers included decorative elements to ensure their changing styles maintained recognizable elements so they were still palatable and familiar for the time? That's right. While the Industrial Revolution brought with it new materials, techniques, and technologies, which rapidly opened the door for revolutionary design changes, buildings were often still designed featuring classical elements, which maintained a sense of familiarity and kept the designs relevant to their time. Despite the rapid shift in the possibilities of design and construction, they still somewhat reflected the past and could not completely separate themselves from it. A good example of the use of new technologies in design while maintaining classical elements can be seen in John Nash's Orangery, which was designed in 1825. John Nash was an English-born architect and city planner. Over his career, he held the government post of Surveyor General and was employed by the Prince of Wales. Some of Nash's famous works include Regent's Park in London, Marble Arch, which is also in London, and the Royal Pavilion in Brighton. When looking at Nash's Orangery, we immediately notice the form of the building referencing a Greek temple with Ionic order columns on the east and west facades. Looks familiar, doesn't it? While the building heavily references classical elements, the construction was anything but, particularly when looking internally. The Orangery is constructed with a cast iron frame featuring exposed columns and trusses, floor-to-ceiling glazing, and a translucent roof. The construction design and materials of this building was revolutionary for the time and is a great representation of changing materials and technology. The exposure and exhibition of these new materials and techniques, such as the exposed cast iron framing, and showing the truth of the materiality were prominent theories that were taken forward into modernist design movement. These early examples of buildings embracing the newly available materials and technologies paved the way for modernist architecture, which is largely characterized by key principles such as prioritizing functionality over form, and is famous for bringing clean lines with geometric elements and truth of materiality while developing a minimalist movement. While the main facade of the Orangery remained relevant to its time, some of these key modernist elements can be seen in the Orangery. Want to learn more? You can find out much more by looking at the references which inform this video here. What's relevant to your time?